Hello guys, welcome back to Don Amott's. Today, myself James and Wendy behind the camera, but behind me is the new V9 V10. Don't know why I stopped there because I know exactly what's behind me and Wendy and me have just been going over it. But it's the V9 610 Sport. So it's with the tailgate instead of your normal barn doors. So you get a bit more storage, but most importantly, you get the wonderful U-shaped lounge, which a lot of people really want in these. I always think these are aimed at people who've had a motorhome or want a motorhome with that massive lounge, but want it in a thinner, shorter van. Well, this ticks exactly that and gives you all the beautiful things that a V-Line does, but just with a slightly different lounge. You'll also notice as we're going round, just behind Wendy, you've got our range of the V-Line 540s as well. So the slightly shorter version of what I'm talking about now with the barn doors. So if it is a 610 you're after, obviously ring me. But if it's a 540 you're after, I've got a few of those as well. So I'm happy to sell you either. Okay, let's go round. So now this is based on the new series Ducato. So it's the Series 9 it's called. So it's got the different front grille. If you look at, say like the van behind me, you can see the difference in the grills. It's a big difference. Also gives you slightly different headlights, and this has got pulsating indicators like all those new modern cars. Looks really fancy and nice wheels on it as well. So you've got the 16-inch chrome and black. So coming further down compared to the previous 610s, you've got different decals coming down here as well. I think they look really smart. These have got onboard gas tanks, so you've got 25 litres, so ample amount of gas. You know, bear in mind a lot of motorhomes only hold 2 6-kilogram bottles, so that's 12 kg overall. This is over double that in a smaller van. Big difference. So coming down, it looks smart, doesn't it, Wendy? You can't say no. So this is where your main difference is. So typically you've obviously got your barn doors that open here. Well, this hasn't. It's got this ginormous opening window, but then you also have below, James says without pressing the button, I've pressed every other one apart from that one. That sounds better. Okay, let's try that. So it's on gas struts, so nice and easy.
Yeah.
And you've got this massive opening space, again for chairs, barbecues, anything like that. And that has got a ski hatch there as well, so you do have access to your U-shaped lounge. So if there's anything longer you need to put in, you've got it. But secondly, up here, now I'm not going to open this fully, but you've also got an outside table leg and holder, and you've also got ramps in there as well. You've got a bit of space for other stuff in there, if I'm absolutely honest with you as well. So it's a good, clever space. Let's just shut that. And again, just like your normal boot, shut it. You've also got up there your reversing camera as well, just below or just next to your high level brake lights, sorry. At the top of the van, so it's the satin black part, is your wind out awning, so your sun canopy, recessed and hidden away, LED strip light. And you'll also notice when I open this door, just above your step, you've got another wonderful LED strip light as well, just on your little rocker switch. Yeah. Now I mentioned about barbecues down there for storage, but that's where you connect your barbecue, and that runs off your internal gas, so really easy. And we've also got a brilliant fly screen as well. So when if you go in first and go towards the cab, obviously as you've gone in, you've seen you've got the carpets fitted as well, which is a real nice feature. This is the new style cab, as I said, so the Series 9 inside. So you've got this massive Pioneer touch unit, sort of touch screen unit, you know what I mean. Yeah. But second to that, this has got the automatic gearbox. Now obviously most of you guys will know of the 9-speed previously. This is now 8-speed. So this is a new style gearbox to reduce the emissions of the vehicle, and so it fits in line with Fiat's ethos of, you know, improving and reducing at the same time. Panoview at the top lets in so much light here, really nice. And you do have blackout blinds and storage as you go round. Just behind the driver's seat, you also have this tabletop, which if you remember in the boot, you had an outside leg for. You also, in the cupboards in here, have an inside leg, which goes into your lounge as well. Yep. Just following on from that, you've got your massive fridge with your freezer compartments. And then just below us, you've got your wardrobe.
You've even got a wardrobe.
And that table leg I mentioned and a handy fire extinguisher, which you hope you would never ever ever have to use. Just above me you've got all your controls. I won't bore you too much with those, but they all turn on by the flick of a hand, just like magic. These are touch buttons and these are light switches as you go round. Very, very simple. This is all for your heating and hot water. Well, so hot water and heating, do it the right way round. Just below us, sink. 3 gas burners with a combination oven and grill. Just below that, you've got a lot of storage, also with isolation valves. More storage just in there. Oh, sorry, your isolation valves are in there. Sorry, my mistake.
Right.
Your water drain off was, or boiler drain off was in the other one. And there, cutlery. And you've got a little LED here, so little flick switch. That's a really handy light. I don't remember that being on the old one. I might, you know, correct me if so, put it in the comments, but I'm quite adamant that wasn't there. Plug socket just below. Again, perfect place for it, with another downlight. And you've got your Russell Hobbs microwave up here as well. Just above my head, you've obviously got this massive skylight, fly blind, blackout blind, really good space. Really good space, really good light. I was about to say the shower is a really good space. Again, you've got to bear in mind it's only a 6 metre van. I love that sink. I think they're cracking.
The drop down sink.
Good use of space. And again, it's a really nice space. Okay, and then the main important bit, thank you, Wend, because obviously this is why people buy the Sports. It's this, and it's being able to sit here. You know, main other thing, you can easily use this as 2 single beds. You've got all this length. If you take off this as well, you can see how much extra width that gives you. It's massive. And then obviously you've got 2 singles here, or if you make this into a double, it's this whole thing. Massive. So there's not many other vans, especially of this size, let alone bigger, that give you a bed anywhere near this. And again, imagine a table being there. You can have, what, 2 people either side, 1 here, so easily 5 people, probably a squeeze 6, but you can do it. Under these as well, so you have all storage. So it's massive. And then I think under Wendy's as well, I think there's a little less on this side, but you've got your battery, but still a vast amount. Now, obviously, again, if I open that, you've got more storage. And that's obviously leads you to your to your boot area, shall I say, really, to your garage, however you want to word it. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cupboards. They're massive. They're massive. So, you know, for, again, massive skylight, but for 2 people, you've got an abundance of space and storage. Television point with your aerial and your plug socket as well. I don't think you're going to run out of space in these. I just think they're a real nice proportion van, and it feels like a motorhome in here, but it's normal width and it's normal length, and you can still use this as a day-to-day vehicle. So 2 berth, 2 travelling, 5.99 metres, main thing there, and on the new Fiat. Like I say, I've physically got this here, so if you want to come down and see one, please feel free. Ask myself, James, I'll be more than happy to help. Thank you.